told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just happened.
And I lied.
And that you punched me in the
You're right.
fucking thing. And
You figured it out.
And you said, no, fucking, no, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? And I watched you lie. And then
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, you've been in a lot of fights. You've been around a long time. I know. Yeah.
No, when you fucking have a close...
You didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you. I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are you?
What am I supposed to do? Do this? I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are. That's the difference between me and you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you started...
You are such a baby! Grow the fuck up,
Johnny!
Johnny!
You started physical fights?
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did, so I had to get the fuck out of there.
Yes, you did. So you did the right thing, the big thing. You know what? You are admirable.
That's you and Mr. Depp on that recording, right, Miss Hurd?
That's correct.
And you said you hit Mr. Depp, right?
Yeah, I had to hit his body to get
Ms.
him out
Hurd,
of the door.
my question was, you said on that recording that you hit Mr. Depp, right?
Yes, I did.
And you accused him of being a baby for not wanting to be in a physical fight with you, right?
Incorrect. I accused him of being a baby for complaining about me hitting him when he was trying to get through the door. I was trying to barricade.
What's going on, everybody? Wired here. I hope you guys are all having an excellent, wonderful day. I just wanted to play that clip for you from the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. It's about a year out from that, maybe a little less. But just to stay a refresher on everybody's mind, the manipulation and gaslighting of this terrible, odious woman. And the fact that, you know, she gaslit Johnny Depp and pretty much the entire country, and how legacy media sided with her based off her word alone. Now, I will say that Amber Heard has done a fairly good job with laying low. There have been a couple incidents. There's been notes of her going after her longtime compatriot, Eve Barlow. There's some CTV footage of her you know, dropping a grumpy on the streets of Spain, which is where she was hiding out for a little bit. I'm not sure if she's still there now. I haven't really kept up with this because there hasn't been too much to keep up with. Amber Heard is kind of, you know, faded out of the public's mind. I think people still dislike her. It still trends on Twitter every once in a while, but she's done a decent job with laying low. But I just wanted to come back to the change.org petition real quick, where they want her removed from Aquaman 2. 4,628,441 people have signed this petition. I have signed the petition. I know some people say, oh, you know, people have signed this multiple times. I have signed it one time. And I'm sure most people have only signed it one time. I don't think there's, you know, this number hasn't changed too much from the trial. But we have some news from Warner Brothers with the release of the Aquaman 2 trailer at CinemaCon. Confirms Amber Heard is still in the movie. Now, from what they're saying, she just makes a cameo, a very brief appearance, but I would say 1 second of her being in the movie is too much. Remember, Warner Brothers is the exact same company that canned Johnny Depp for allegations that were not proven. He has still not gotten his job back. Well, I guess he can, because I guess Fantastic Beasts has gone under. So there is that. So I guess there's, you know. But he got canned just off allegations. He was smeared for 6 years before he could have his story told. And for him to do that during the trial, he had to open up about a lot of personal experiences and a lot of personal struggles with substance abuse and all that sort of stuff. And Johnny Depp's a fairly private person, all that. And Warner Brothers canned him. Yet they keep the likes of Amber Heard. I mean, you guys are on YouTube, same as I am. I'm sure you watch a lot of YouTube videos if you're on this video. Maybe you've seen the Flash trailers come up. You know, they didn't can Ezra Miller either, and there's a lot of things going around about Ezra Miller right now. You know, he's attacking people. He's storing weapons. He's you know, basically absconding with, you know, underage individuals. I guess not underage, but barely legal individuals. I know he went after a few people in Hawaii. I think he was arrested down there twice, that whole Iceland incident. But it seems like Warner Brothers doesn't really care about that. For some reason, they were really quick to can Johnny Depp, but they're going to keep Amber Heard. And I rarely tell anybody what to do, and nobody's got to take my opinion for anything, because that's, how this works. But I will not be going to see this movie. I hope nobody does, and nobody supports it. I think it's a real shame for, everyone else involved, Jason Momoa, but this is a huge mistake by the studio. But let's read a little bit about this here. I'm going to stop ranting for so long. Aquaman 2 trailer was shown off CinemaCon, featuring Jason Momoa, Patrick Wilson, Yahya Abdul Mateen II, I'm sorry, I butchered that, and Amber Heard. Regarding Amber Heard, the footage seems to confirm what was revealed at the Johnny Depp trial, where Amber Heard said her role as Meera has been drastically reduced. And we don't know that just from the trailer. All we know is there's a small snippet in it, but she gets 1 minute. She gets 30 seconds. It's too long. She shouldn't be in this movie at all. She has been convicted by a jury of her peers that she was abusive to Johnny Depp. A whole trial played out in front of the entire world, where I would say anybody with a brain pretty much realizes that she was the one who instigated most of what happened. I'm not going to say Johnny Depp was perfect. I don't think he was. But I think overwhelmingly, Miss Heard was the issue in that relationship. The trial saw it learn that Meera would basically be written out of the movie at the start of the film, involving a baby in a hospital, where Amber Heard and Meera would return at the end of the movie as part of the big battle scene. Well, then it sounds like she's going to be in it for more than just a snippet, for me anyway. Well, the Aquaman 2 trailer shown off Tuesday at CinemaCon reveals Jason Momoa's Arthur Curry as a new baby boy, so it seems likely that Meera has the baby at the start of the movie, and or is even injured. Even if they offed her in the movie, no. Still nobody wants to, no. The footage from the CinemaCon trailer also adds that Amber Heard has a cameo as Meera in the battle scene footage, and that she is shown briefly several times, which again could likely be the end of the movie. Speculation. We already said that. They quote from Miss Heard, "They released me from my contract and I fought to stay in it," or testified during the trial. "They kept me in it. I just don't know how much I'm in actually the final cut." And it goes on and on here. But it's just basically, Warner Brothers has made the executive decision after, almost a year of keeping people in the dark, whether they're going to keep her, whether they're not going to keep her, after she was convicted by a jury of her peers for the whole world to see, after her reputation has been in the toilet, and after they canned Johnny Depp for allegations, not her for a conviction. It's fascinating. It really is. Warner Brothers is a big company. Maybe they think they're too big to fail. But I won't be going to see this movie, and I advise that nobody goes see this movie. I don't support narcissism or abusers or anything like that. I don't think anybody should. I think this is sick. I think this is maybe Warner just doesn't care, though. They don't really seem to. But it's a shame. I feel bad for everybody else involved in this movie, because there will be people who won't go see it if she's in 1 second of it. Guarantee that. They should recast her. They're floating around Emilia Clarke. I don't know I think that was floated more by fans, but hey, why not? She had great chemistry with Jason Momoa in Game of Thrones. I'm sure she would, if her schedule allowed, I'm sure she'd do it. Why not? But that's all I got. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It really helps out the algorithm. Helps me push more videos, get more stuff out. And leave a comment. Are you going to go see this movie if Amber Heard is in it? Do you think Amber Heard should have a redemption arc? I don't know if she's, should be damned forever. But this is only like 9 months out, and she has still accepted no accountability for her actions. And as is the case with most narcissists, she probably never will. That's all I got for you guys today. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for listening. Later.